mm, mm. Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. CJ's back, back, back. Tell a friend, friend, friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Ah! Good morning, everybody. I am CJ the Jewel, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video, and I decided to share another story time with you guys today. I'm still, like I said, trying to get my footing with YouTube and everything, and trying to find my niche because there's so many things that I want to do, and so many things I have to offer. So it's kind of hard for me to just narrow it all down to just one thing, but we are going to find our way. But what I do know is that I have lots of stories to tell you guys. They may not all be your cup of tea. Some of them may be kind of traumatic. Some may trigger some people, but hey, I'm here to build my confidence, to be transparent, be more vulnerable. And so this is what I have to do, okay? Today, the story time I'm going to tell you guys is about one of my old coworkers and her, I guess you could say her hygiene. I'm not really quite sure. You guys can comment down below what you think. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video yet. But years ago, years and years and years ago, I'm 32 years old now. I was probably about in my early 20s, and I worked for a company, okay? And the company that I worked for, we did a company potluck like every 6 months, okay? So if you don't know what a company potluck is, it's where, just a potluck in general, is where everybody contributes their own dish so that it's not on just one person to make sure that everything is covered, okay? It saves money. You know, we get to fellowship and talk to each other, get to know each other better outside of just working. It's just a lot of fun. You get different types of foods. You get to learn things about other people. So I had a coworker at the time, real sweet, sweet, sweet girl, one of the sweetest women that you will ever meet. I mean, just a heart of pure gold platinum. I mean, just a beautiful soul. And we had a company potluck, and she brought some dip. Okay. Now, it's not uncommon for someone to bring some sort of dip or casserole or something in a crock pot. That's not uncommon. That's normal. People normally bring dip to the potluck. Okay. So she brought this dip to the potluck. And when I tell y'all, this dip was absolutely delicious. You understand what I'm saying to you? Delicious. This dip was so good. I'm like eating the dip, and you know how we express ourselves. I'm like, girl, you put both of your feet in this dip because this dip is so good. Okay. So after the company potluck was over, fast forward now. Okay. And now everybody was tearing up this dip. I was not the only person that was dipping in the dip. Okay. Everybody dipped in the dip. It was some good dip. Okay. Fast forward a couple weeks later. At the time, I didn't have a car, and my father was taking me back and forth to work. And when I had this job, it was in the summertime between when I was out of school for college. So he was taking me back and forth to work every day, but this particular evening, he wasn't able to pick me up. So he asked me to ask a coworker if there was any way someone can just drop me off at home. Where my job was and where I lived was only about maybe like 6 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, if that, driving. I lived really, really close to my job at the time, okay? And so, being that I knew that me and Aunt, I almost said her name. We're gonna call her Aunt. We're gonna call her Aunt since I almost said her name, okay? Me and Aunt were really, really cool. We worked in the same department at my job. And so we were really, really cool. She was really sweet, had really good energy. So I really enjoyed being around her. I really enjoyed being in her company. And so I asked her if she didn't mind giving me a ride home. And she said, cool, not a problem, of course. So the day goes by, and mind you, this girl is engaged. She's engaged, and She's in some serious country love, and it's just amazing. Everything is just amazing, okay? So the end of the evening, I mean, the end of our shift comes, and it's time for us to leave. Now, I go outside with her. I never been around her outside of work, and the only type of non-professional interaction that we ever had was at the company potluck, which, of course, you still have to remain professional at the same time. So we're going out to her car. I get in her car. When I get in the car, the first thing I notice is there is a lot of stuff, okay? Like a whole bunch of stuff. And I know what you're thinking. Why did I get in the car? Okay, I didn't have another ride home, and I knew that it was just straight shot. Straight top shot to the crib, 5-6 minutes tops. I'll be out of here, back home in my clean house. So I get in the car. When I tell y'all, y'all know the brand, I think it's Diamond with the nuts. This girl had wasabi peas all on the floor. There were socks, but they weren't in pairs, and then they didn't match either. There were McDonald's bags on the ground. There were fries on the ground. There were hot sauce packets on the ground. I saw a couple keychains on the floor. I think I saw some confetti. There were so many things in this car, you guys. And I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at first, okay? So I got in the car. Now, I was able to sit my bum in my seat. I was at least able to sit my boot in the seat, okay? I sat down, but my feet were on top of something. When I tell you, my feet, the soles of my shoes never met the floor of the car, ever. There was so much trash that my feet, there was like a layer in between, like a middleman, and like a barrier, like a trash barrier between the soles of my shoes and the floor of this girl's car, okay? It didn't smell bad, so I told myself, we're gonna get in, get out real quick. It's gonna be easy breezy. We get in the car, y'all. She gonna look over at me and say, do you mind if we go to my house real quick? Because I need to go check on my dog. I'm insisting. I live close by. It's not really going to take us that much time to get to where I live. I don't want you to. And I was being honest. Yeah, the trash was a factor. Okay, it played a significant role in my decision making. But nonetheless, I didn't want her to have to go all the way to where she lived when I lived right by our job. But she wanted me to go so bad. She was like, no, I want you to ride with me. You never saw where I lived before. And I don't know if she was trying to, build up on like a real genuine outside of work type of friendship. I know they were military, or he was military, her fiance, and I know she didn't know many people. So maybe that's what it was. Who knows? So I'm like, sometimes I make bad choices. I make bad decisions. So I told her, okay, I'll ride with you to go check on your dog right quick. So we're riding down the street, okay, in her car and all this trash glory. And we pull up to her apartment. Now, the apartments that she live in are some beautiful, I mean, gorgeous apartments. You understand what I'm saying? I don't count people's pockets, but at the time, military, no dependents, they didn't have any real major responsibility. You get a housing allowance. So, they lived in a really, really nice apartment complex. I mean, beautiful, like nice amenities, just gated, just gorgeous, okay? We pull up, we go inside. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. Do not judge a book by its cover. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't judge a book by its cover. Open that thing up and read the contents, okay? Because you have no idea what you are seeing or not seeing if you don't take a look inside of the book, okay? Because work ants and home ants seem like different people. When work ants would get to work, her hair would be washed, her clothes would smell wonderful, fantastic, like Tide or fresh laundry, just beautiful. And then, her face looked clean. You know what I mean? I never saw her pick her nose. I never saw her take any cheese or wedges out of her butt crack. I never saw her do anything that was hygienically inappropriate. Okay, so she could have fooled me. She did fool me. Get up in that mug, y'all. When I tell you it was car times 10. You understand what I'm saying? Trash everywhere. This big old dog comes running out the back. You understand? Huge dog. She never gave me a warning. She never told me that the dog was, first of all, not put away. Then she didn't say, you should tell folks, y'all, you should tell folks if you have a hyper dog that likes to jump on folks because that triggers people and everybody's not ready for that. So you need to warn people about your animals, okay? Because that's not right. I'm a human. Let me know what's going on with your animals. The dog comes busting out. Now she's all on the dog, rubbing on the dog and kissing on the dog and everything like that. Then she tells me she wants to go and walk the dog real fast. It's not going to take but about 5 minutes. They're going to go downstairs. They're going to walk. He's going to poop and she's going to come back. And I believe that's the reason why we ended up going, because she didn't want her dog to poop in her house. And so she was trying to hurry up and get back so she could walk the dog. So I'm sitting up in the house by myself on this couch. You know, I'm sitting on the edge now. I'm sitting on the edge of it now. I'm on the edge because I'm already on the edge. And I want to make sure I don't catch nothing because I don't really know what I'm dealing with. I'm looking around and I don't really know what I'm dealing with. So I'm trying to be careful, cautious, and everything and not catching anything. So she goes downstairs. After about 6-7 minutes, she comes back up. She's done walking the dog. And then she goes into the freezer and she gets out. I didn't even know they sold doggy ice cream, okay? She has some doggy ice. Have y'all ever heard of doggy ice cream? Comment down below. I'm going to have to look that up. I never heard of doggy ice cream. But she gave her dog some doggy ice cream. And then she said, I'm going to just put some food in inside a pot or something real quick so that her husband has something to eat when he gets home. Or she's going to go ahead and put on dinner, start dinner, and then take me home and finish dinner when she gets back, okay? This is where the biggest problem lies, okay? Now, first of all, we had the car. You understand? Then I walked into this dungeon, okay? Then she takes her dog outside to walk the dog. She brings the dog back in the house. She, and I don't know if the dog pooped either, because it's one of them neighborhoods where if your dog poops, you know, you pick it up with the little bag and put it in the, dispose it in the area for the dog poop. She comes in, she gives the dog some doggy ice cream. The dog is licking on her, licking the ice cream off her fingers and everything, y'all. She goes to this freezer, y'all. This make me want to just cringe. Oh my God, it's so nasty. She goes to the freezer, takes out some food, some vegetables. She takes out a bunch of stuff. I don't know what it was. Y'all, she didn't put not one drop of water. She didn't have not a piece of hand sanitization on them fingers, okay? She didn't wash, dry. She didn't steam, press. She didn't do anything. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, that was my Obama phone ringing like that. Forgive me. Let me turn this volume down. Have to call you back. But yeah, she didn't wash not a hand. Not a hand, y'all. Not a finger. And I'm sitting there like, the first thing I thought about was the dip. Oh my God. I tore that dip up. Do you hear me? I partook and partook and partook in this delicious dip that she brought to the doggone company potluck, y'all. Not only me, but a lot of my coworkers, the dip got gone. Okay, it was gone. I don't know what kind of seasonings she used in that dip. But let me tell you something. It could definitely have been dog poop. It could have been some licked fingers. It could have been some trash. It could have been some wasabi peas. It could have been some unmatched socks. It could have been anything, y'all. Who knows? All I know is I never tasted it before. And I never want to taste it again. So needless to say, guys, I sat there until she got done. I didn't say anything to her. We weren't friends like that. I didn't want to offend her. She's more passive than me, so I didn't want to be too aggressive with her. I just knew that I was never, ever, 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 ever coming to her house, riding in her car, or eating anything. I ain't even finna shake this girl hand. Look, we can if that. And even after that, I'm going back there to my dresser, get some hand sanitizer, and hand sanitize my hands. Because I cannot deal with that. It's so nasty. You got your dog licking all on your face, kissing all on you, licking on your fingers. You done took the dog out to pee and poop. That came in here, trash all in the car, and you call yourself making something for a company potluck for numerous people to divulge in? Ain't no telling what kind of contamination was involved in the process. When we got back to work, listen, I didn't say anything to her about it. Not about that. But I guarantee you this, at the next company potluck, you didn't catch me eating any of the dip that she brought. Oh, no. Because it was the talk of the water cooler talk in the office. That dip, oh, I bet it was. I bet the dip did taste different. I bet it did taste fantastic and spectacular and out of this world. Okay? It probably wasn't for human consumption. We had no business eating that dip. You understand? So I didn't touch the dip. And I might have don't eat the dip. I might have told a couple of people, don't eat the dip. Don't eat the dip. Don't eat the dip. I don't know if they listen, but let me tell you, I did not eat the dip. Okay? So that is my story. I'm gonna conclude here. I can go on some more. But that is my story about my ex-coworker aunts who was super duper nasty and serving us contaminated dip at the company potluck. Okay? So I hope you guys like the video, share the video, comment, please subscribe. And as always, I love you from the inside out. Hey, I love you from the inside out. Hey, I love you from the inside out. Hey, I love you from the inside out. And I'm out. Bye, guys.